Hey guys, happy Friday from Fat Quarter Shop. I have all kinds of stuff to show you. I have been like so busy sewing, and so I'm super excited that I have so much stuff to show you, and I think you're gonna really like what I did. So first I was kind of getting caught up on the Harry Potter quilt. So this is supposedly Lord Voldemort or something.
That's the sorting hat.
I thought it was a poop emoji. I was like, why did she put a poop emoji in the Harry Potter? But like I said, I'm not into fiction at all, any kind of fiction. So, okay, you're right. That's not. Okay, see, I don't know what I'm doing. So that is, yes. So this is this one. So I have 6 more after this, and then this, what is this? This is spell blocks? Is that what this is?
Yeah, spell books.
Okay, books. See, I don't even know. So I have 3 of the Harry Potter blocks done, and this is a free stitch along or sew along from Kelly Fannin from Seriously I Think I Need Stitches is her blog name. Free pattern. She even has a free finishing, and I believe it fits a twin bed. So I only have 6 left, and the fun thing about this is I'm making it for Will. Peyton got a Minecraft quilt already, so they'll match when we put them on their bed, because in their room, they're twins and they share a room. So that's going to be totally awesome. I love that it's a free pattern, and I've seen a lot of people do really fun stuff, like not even using solids, using other stuff. So super excited. I'm going to try to do 2 or 3 more this weekend, space it out a little bit. All 20 are released, and then she's doing some bonus blocks which you could either switch out for the front or put on the back. So there's that if you like Harry Potter. She also has a free Minecraft quilt on her site and a free Pokemon. So if you have kids and you like that kind of thing, that's there. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Okay, I caught up on Lori's stitch along, which is called Vintage Block Along, sorry, free pattern on her blog. So these are called sparklers, I believe. And so these are the 2 that I did there. So I basically copied what Lori did to make it easy. I do like to do my own colorway, but this time I was just, when I get behind, I'll just copy so that I don't have to think. And then this is her July 4th block. It's called 4th of July flag block, and it came out yesterday. And I love it, and I love how I fussy cut the letters so that they would fit exactly evenly, so I wasted some fabric. And then I have 2 oops blocks, which means I messed up. So actually I'm gonna use them for the back. So this is the first one I did, and I just didn't like how the colors came out. All the fabric is fine, except this one has a metallic, rose gold hint to it, and of course when I was cutting I wasn't paying attention, and then I did it and I was like, that just doesn't match Lori's fabric. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the block. I'm sure it's fine, but I just didn't. And then I was watching a movie. And I didn't want to stop my movie to look at the photo that Lori sent me, so I did this reverse. So if you look, the flag, this is what it's supposed to be, and this is what I did. And then I had to stop the movie to look at the rest, and I was like, oh, I made this wrong. And I sent it to Lori, and she was like, oh, yes, you did. So I have 2 bonus blocks, which, I'm not going to throw them away. I'll either use them on the back or put them into a pillow, pin cushion, something later. But I do find that when I'm stitching and trying to hurry and rush through things, I make a lot of mistakes. So there's that. But I'm so excited that I finished my Moda Blockheads block. I started this quilt last February, so we're in June. It took me a year and whatever, don't even count. And it is amazing. I finished it. So I stayed home Monday from work to finish it. And I changed placement of blocks because I had 2 really strong pink blocks that I did not like that they were close. So I'm just going to turn this in 4 directions so you can see all of it. And I will say on the very last block, it was too many pieces and I wanted to finish, so I just changed the block completely, which is the beauty of blocks. You do whatever you want to do. So see, this pink right here in the top left was too similar to, I thought it was too similar to this one. and they were going to be too close, so I just threw it together and changed it. And let's see. So I'm super, super, super excited about it. I'll show you the one I changed too. Let me find it. I don't even know where it is now that I changed everything. There's one that I changed to make it simpler. And I'm gonna find it. And the reason I was gonna show you is because I was making mistakes. So I just used my mistakes and put them into another block. And I was also very low on fabric. So kind of had to. Oh, right here. So this was supposed to, I think it's like 6 by 18, and it was supposed to be some stars. And I had some half square triangles because I messed up on another block because I was trying to hurry. So I just threw this together. It looks totally fine. And so I love having patterns that are free, first of all, by amazing designers. So Moda did this pattern for free on their blog. So if you go to the Moda blog, all the blocks are free, and you can do whatever you want with it. And then they give you an assembly diagram, but a lot of the blocks are the same size, either 6 or 12 or, you know, similar to that. So you can move them around, which worked great because the quilt basically is in 2 columns, a left column and a right column. And so when I laid them on the ground, I had too much pink because I really didn't pay attention as I was going. I didn't pay attention to color. I just kind of threw stuff together. So I just flipped it. Looks totally fine. And I also had another oops block. This was one of the first blocks I made in the quilt, and I just did not like, I thought it was, I don't know why, but I didn't like it for my finished quilt. So I saved it, of course. I saved all of these. And then what I did was I took out this center square, unstitched it, all the seams, threw in a label by Sweetwater that I put borders on and threw it in that center. And then I put some borders on it so that it would stand out. And I'm gonna sew this into my backing. So I had to order backing online from another store because I sold out of all this fabric and I wanted it to match. And I couldn't find anything to match. So I got that in the mail yesterday. I'm gonna add, and I'll bring it next week so you can see how I do my piece back. Basically, I will just add a big rectangle to this side, a rectangle to this side, and a piece up here, and a piece down here. And I think I'm gonna give this to Gina Tell to quilt in a hashtag, or it's not called hashtag, but it's like 1-inch grids, whatever that is called.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what it's called.
Can you remind us the name of this quilt?
Okay, it's called Moda Blockheads. There's a version 1 and a version 2, and this is version 2, and it ended about 3 or 4 months ago. So if you Google Moda Blockheads 2, the number 2, it will go to a page. It's very neat page, and it goes backwards. So it's like block 52, block 51, block 50, block 49, and then you can just click and you can download the patterns. Oh, and another thing is there were some applique patterns in this, and Kimberly Jolly and applique are not friends. So Corey Yoder on her Facebook page, which is Coriander Quilts, had alternate free PDFs that you could insert in. So I used Corey, so I want to give her credit, give everybody credit. But I love the quilt. It's awesome. I think I might give it to my sister-in-law because I made the Moda kit that was the same fabrics. And I was looking at it, and I don't need 2 in my living room, and I sure don't need another quilt for my house. So I might give it to my sister-in-law because she's like super nice and like had a couple of bad years and has really like, I don't know, like she's just like the nicest person, and I think that maybe she needs a little love. So I think I'm gonna send it to Gina. I do need to find binding though. I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, oh, I could give this to Gina, but I don't have any binding. So I think I'm gonna have Gina do it, and I think that's gonna be a Christmas present. And y'all know I don't Christmas shop early, like 2 weeks before I start. So this would be my first Christmas present in June. We're in June, right? Okay, so there's that. Oh. Not only that, like, okay, I still have more. Like, I'm so excited. I'm like so proud of myself for like being in my sewing room and doing stuff. So what we have here is Lily is so, look at her. She is like going to town with these. So we're doing a Pineapple Day quilt along. So I'm going to first show you that. This is free pattern on our blog. All you need is triangle paper. Like, you can't make it without the triangle paper. And we've got 12-inch and 6-inch. And I'm going to show you those. So this is the 6-inch pad and the 12-inch pad. And they each have 40 sheets. And you just tear the paper off. You stitch on it. You tear the paper off and you stitch on it. And it's foundation paper piecing. And Lily did such a good job. She used Pinkerville. So look at this. Look at her 6-inch blocks. Oh my gosh, this is what Lily needs to do. Oh my gosh, they're so perfect. I'm so proud of her.
Oh, thank you.
They look awesome.
Yay.
She's got to pull the paper off now.
Yep.
So we did, when we made the at Fat Quarter Shop, it's So Emma, we made the triangle paper. Or whatever you call it. What do you call this? Foundation paper piecing. We were very specific about what kind of paper we wanted because we really wanted it to be thin enough to tear off, but sturdy enough to sew on. My tips for making these blocks is to use a size 90 needle, sharp, and replace it often. So here's Lily's contribution. She's going to be making this quilt. Next week we're going to show 12-inch blocks. This is my 6-inch block. So I'm doing a different version of the Pineapple Day Sew Along because I don't have enough time to make this gigantic quilt. So this is going to go on the back of my quilt. It's a 6-inch paper that I just didn't do part of it, and I just put this in. It's a Sweetwater label. I'm in the Sweetwater label club, and I pay for it every month, and it comes, and I love it. And then I made some 12-inch, but I'm not supposed to show you the 12-inch because 12-inch is next week. But what I'm going to I will tell you what I'm going to do for pineapple. Instead of doing the big Pineapple Day free pattern, I'm going to do 3 12-inch by 3 12-inch, stitch those together, and then on the back I'm going to do a backing where it's just a big backing with that 6-inch star in the center. Then I'm going to quilt it and bind it, and I'm going to give it away because I don't need another baby quilt, but I was trying to think of who has a baby girl. So there's that, and we have a big thing to show you. I want to personally, and Kevin and I want to thank you. We are at, I'm going to tell you accurately, $21,501.96. I love whoever gave me the 96 cents because that's awesome and that makes it funny. So that is the Make-A-Wish donation that we have raised. Kevin and I are going to give $10,000. Mark Dunn of Moda Fabrics is going to give $10,000. So we are going to be at $41,501.96 as of right now, which is awesome. But we have 2 fabulous ladies who have made it even better. So Pat Sloan made this quilt, and we are auctioning it off where 100% of the proceeds are going to Make-A-Wish. And so I'm going to show you the front and the back. She used Sweet Tea by Sweetwater, which is Moda fabric. So this is her quilt. It is quilted with red thread, and it looks amazing. So I'm going to show this side, and then when Lily tells me, I'm going to flip it over.
Go ahead and flip it, and Pat Sloan says hi.
Yes, and so we're donating this. A big thank you to Pat. If y'all want to talk to Pat, ask her any questions. She's in the chat. So if y'all have questions about her quilt, you can ask her. We hope you bid on it. We just made the eBay auction live within the last 5 minutes so that you guys would be the first to be able to we wanted y'all to be able to be the first ones to bid on it. There's a starting bid of $250. This is the back, by the way, sorry. This is the back. And then the buy it now is, I don't know what the buy it now is, but click and you'll see.
Yes, links below.
Yeah, links are all below. Okay, so then I'm going to show this again so you can really see her blocks. So this was our, again, if you're like new to Fat Quarter Shop, we raise money for a charity every year. This year it's Make-A-Wish. We give a free pattern, which is what this is a free pattern. Even the back is a free pattern. You can download all of that on our blog. And then we just ask for a donation to Make-A-Wish. And then we have Melissa Corey, who has also made a quilt. She did a totally different version. Same. Hers is a different size. Hers is 72.5-inch square, and she used Bonnie and Camille for the front. So What she did is she just made more blocks.
Oh,
she did not do it with a spool, but she made it bigger so that when we're auctioning it, we have something totally different. So I'm going to turn this on all 4 sides. So the Bonnie and Camille is the front. The binding and the backing are not Bonnie and Camille. And this one also has a starting bid of $250. And she's got a cute little, oh my gosh, she has a cute little tag. Oh, these are heavy. Oh, I'm getting my workout. And this is custom quilted also with white thread. And then I'll show you the back also. But I want you to see all 4 sides. Whew. Lordy. I'm tired. Okay, and then I'll show you the back. This one is. So thank you, ladies, and I hope you guys bid. I love eBay. eBay's like, I like it because you can like, I don't know, like I like the whole idea of auctions and stuff. So I'll totally be on my phone this weekend. Like I'll have to figure out how to like follow it, which is like tech is my downfall. But I'm gonna totally be watching to see who's bidding and if y'all outbid each other. Also from Pat, I wanted to show this because it's so cute. So she made this quilt using our Button Lover Club by Just Another Button Company. So if you have questions on the pattern, she's in the chat and she can answer it.
Yeah, can you zoom in on the...
Yes, sorry. And then, okay, right here,
yes,
sorry, right
that's
here.
Perfect.
That is the buttons, so I'll show you how she incorporated it.
Okay.
So what you get each month, not each month, every other month, sorry, I misspoke. You get some buttons from Just Another Button Company. You always get like a word. Let me do this. My fingers are always, my big old fat fingers are always in the way. So this is a club that we have, and I just really liked this, so we wanted to show you what she did with it. And so she gets the club every month, and then she does a post on her blog to show you different ideas of what you can do with it. Of course, you don't have to do that, but like, you know, Pat's always trying to inspire people and give them ideas. I even made more. Oh my goodness. So I made this for my house. Now, I'm going to be real clear here. I don't have very many panels left, and I didn't make this to sell panels, but it ended up so cute that I wanted to show you. So this is the front, and this is the back. And my house is very, I don't really have a lot of blue in my house, but I have a lot of Joanna Gaines looking stuff. But the home goods version of Joanna Gaines. And I bought a new table, and it's got a lot of stuff on it, and my kids, we have like a front room where they can play or do their iPads or wrestle, whatever. We kind of put the table there so they would not wrestle so much because they really wrestle for real. And so we put that there, and you know, I just don't want my table scratched. So I made it, basically, I didn't make it as a pattern. I just put the panel, this is a panel, it's a bigger panel, and then I added some brown and then the border fabric, and I made it fit the table almost exactly so that there would be the least opportunity for scratching. So this isn't a pattern, it's just something I threw together for my house, and I thought I would show you guys because I like it, and I like the back, and I might even use the back sometimes. And Gina quilted it for me. So she did this like 1-inch crosshatch thingy-majiggy. Let me see if you can see it over here. And this is kind of what I'm thinking I want her to do on that big gigantic Moda Blockheads quilt. So oh my gosh, I've been so busy. I think I'm like wearing myself out with all the stuff. I'm a little out of breath today. Okay, we also have 2 more free patterns, of course, and videos to go with them. So the first one is Wave Your Flag Table Runner. Ow! Oops. And it's a free pattern, and Nancy made it, and Mike quilted it. And Mike's website is longarm.net. So this is a free pattern, and I think that You could even take this and make a larger quilt for July 4th. You could make a picnic quilt. You could do it just like this. Like you could even just do this little part. You could even just make it like this and put it on your table. It's really awesome. And then we got Mike to do a pantograph, which is stars and loops. So that's a free new thing, and we have a video and a pattern that you can download at the link below. And then we have another one called Stars, Stripes, and Dots. It's a free pattern. Oh, and both of these have kits. Teresa made this and Mike quilted it. So I've got to get, this one is so big and so heavy that, oh my goodness, it's so pretty. It's so pretty.
I don't know if you mentioned already, but it is Flag Day.
Oh, it's Flag Day. Thank you.
It's Flag Day today.
Lily's so smart.
Oh.
I wouldn't have known it was Flag Day. And then I love the backing because it's simple. So Jocelyn designed both of these, and it's awesome. And so we really wanted to do some projects for you guys this year for July 4th. And so we did. We had fun. And I love being able to offer you guys free patterns. And then we have some other stuff that Crystal made. So Crystal does a lot of designing for our It's Sew Emma team. Most of our It's Sew Emma patterns are designed by her. And when we hired her, she was not a quilter, but now she's a full-blown quilter designer. So she's taking our Cream and Sugar book, which I always call bread and butter. It's an It's Sew Emma book. And we put it in the Sonoma collection, which is an Adita Sitar fabric collection with Andover. Kits are sold out, block of the month sold out. But you can still buy the Sonoma fat quarter bundle or half yard bundle and make it yourself. You can make this totally scrappy. You could do this in Pinkerville. You could do this in anything. So she did this in Allison Glass fabrics. No, Pinkerville and Allison Glass fabrics. And so she's making this entire quilt, and she's making it modern. And so she's sharing her blocks with us as she makes them. And then at the end, we're going to be able to show you this whole modern quilt and show you how. Because one of the things that I was really not good at when I first started was stepping outside the box. I always felt like I had to make the kit exactly like it was, or I had to buy a kit, or everything had to be perfect, everything had to be matchy-matchy. And I love showing you that you don't have to do that. You can just take scraps. You can take a bundle. You can take something you already have and just scrap it up.
Oh, real quick, we have a new YouTube member, Robin Turner. Welcome, Robin.
Thank you. And so, Robin, if you want to know, Lily's a little celebrity here now. So you can go tomorrow. You can go to yesterday in the where does she go?
Community tab.
Community tab. See, I don't know anything. And you can watch Lily answer questions. It's really funny. Really funny. Half the time I don't know what she was talking about.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so we also have Pat Sloan is hosting a sew along on her blog, and she also has a Facebook group. So my Facebook group is Kimberly Stitch Squad, and Pat's just type Pat Sloan Quilting Group. It has like 100,000 people in it. It's crazy. You're gonna get a lot of ideas there. So this is our book Winter Wonderland by Sherry Falls. It came out a couple of years ago. And what she did and what we did as a team is we recolored it in Little Tree. And I think that's Vanessa Gertzen. And so this is like the first block. Teresa from customer service made this, and this is block 1. And so again, so we have a kit available if you want to do it. But basically, we're showing you how you can take a pattern, any pattern, and you don't. Even if the fabric is sold out, which now this fabric is long gone, sold out, you can do it yourself. You can buy it, a new kit from Fat Quarter Shop. But really the point of it is pull from your stash, just use the same colors or change it up. You can step outside the box. A book doesn't have to just be a book for that collection and die. It can be forever, just like the Moda Blockheads. You can use any fabric you want. It doesn't even have to be Moda fabric. You can do whatever you want. And so awesome. And that block is perfect.
We have another new YouTube member,
Yay!
Lee Flowers.
They're all going to join so they can go watch Lily. Oh my gosh. She has on today a hamburger shirt. So one of the questions I couldn't figure out what it was at first because I'm like blind as a bat.
Oh.
But I was like, look, I didn't want to ask her because, when we started, we were having Facebook connection issues. So if I'm not answering your questions, we're having some Facebook issues. But so I was sitting here for a while and I was like, what is on her shirt? And it's hamburgers. And she does always order hamburgers.
Okay, we have another new YouTube member.
Yay!
Sorry, Nadera
Thank you.
McAllister. Welcome, Nadera.
Yay! We have some new martingale books I just wanted to show you guys. So this is Sunday Best. This is by Corey Yoder and Sherry Falls. It's super cute. I'm gonna flip. Do you want to zoom in, Lily, and then I'll flip in my lap? I can't flip standing up because Sherry McConnell and Corey Yoder.
Okay, I'm zooming.
So I'm gonna flip so that you can just kind of see the beautiness in this. And so when I show you stuff, guys, I hand pick what I show you. I don't just come on the live stream and just like show you everything. I show you the stuff I like. And so I really like this book. I've added it to my stash. This is my favorite quilt from the book because it uses the Vanessa Gertzen ombre, which I'm scared to use. So I like it because it's outside the box for me. And so this one has really cute quilts. And also a lot of the book, or all of the book, is Moda fabric, which is really nice because I have a lot of Moda fabric at home. This is a fig tree. That looks like our pineapple.
Oh, wow.
It does. It's a little bit different the way they place the fabric. Let me see, maybe you could use our pineapple paper to do this. I think it would be slightly different. Let me see. No, it would be different because this is finished block size 8, but you could use the same idea to do that. And she does fabric placement different. This one's really cute. Leave it to me to stop and try to turn a quilt into something else. So there's Sherry McConnell on the left and Corey Yoder on the right. They're both Moda fabric designers. And then we have a new book by Terry Atkinson. So Terry is the author of Yellow Brick Road, which is the all-time best-selling quilt pattern of all time. We still sell a ton of it, and it actually came out right when I started quilting. So, or maybe a couple years after. And she's a really nice lady. And I liked this quilt because it's easy to just pick your stash and have fun with it, and it has some cute novelty blocks. I tend to stick with, here's the quilt, so I tend to stick with stars and stripes, but I really like the arrows and the heart, so that's kind of what stuck out to me. So that's a new book. It's called Follow Your Heart, which I didn't say. And then Jo Morton is one of our popular designers. She used to design for Andover, and now she designs for Moda. And she does 1800s reproduction. So I'm gonna flip through this book. Oh, I'm trying to not be a klutz. So I think by looking at it yesterday, I think she just used a mix of her fabrics and maybe some Betsy Chutchin fabrics. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think these are all just her fabrics. And so if you're somebody who loves reproductions, this book is really nice. Of course, my favorite books are It's Sewama books because I publish them, but my second favorite books are Martingale. So there's that. There can be love for everybody.
Yes.
But their books are, they had hired, they hired someone that used to do American patchwork and quilting, and ever since they hired her, their books are a million times better because they have more content and better photos. So there's some new books.
We have another new YouTube
Yay,
member.
thank you.
Dina Luz. I'm not sure if it's Dina or Dinah, but Dina Luz or Dinah Luz. Welcome.
You can be either.
You can be either.
Yes. Okay. And then we have some new notions that I love. So last year I showed you these, and I still use them. These are similar to last year's. They're not exactly the same, but they are using sweet Christmas fabric. So these are in the set. You get 3, and they're so cute. I'm also a member of the Sweetwater Towel Club. And then I'm a member of the Fat Quarter Shop Buy the Towels Whenever You Want Club, which means I get all the towels that we carry. It's not really a club, I'm joking. It's just me, but I think this one was in last year's. But I have a thing with towels. Ask my kids. They're like, we have 2 washing machines for some, not washing machines, dishwashers for some reason, I don't know. So there's always a towel on the dishwasher, on the side of the sink, and then my kids ruin them.
Oh.
And then this is so cute. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Like if I cooked, this is so cute. So I might have to take one of these home for Peyton and Emma because they cook us dinner, and Peyton would totally wear it. He totally would. Like they
It matches your shirt.
everything matches because it's aqua. Oh my gosh, I should just walk around Fat Quarter Shop today wearing this, and people would be like, "Who are you?" I should just walk in Kevin's office with this on, and he would just be like, "Get out of here." So I'll tell you a funny story. So my kids like to cook. Well, no, I'm gonna back up. I have 4 kids. 2 kids like to cook, and they're like a cooking pair, like for real. So they came to me about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and they said, "Mom, I already have everything on the app. Can I order it?" And I was like, first of all, what app? And second of all, it was my phone. And I was like, "What are you doing?" And they were like, "Well, we have a whole menu, but we don't want to show you. So we want to buy this." And it was like I think it was like $55. And I was like, that's going to feed all of us. And it did. So they made grilled chicken in a pan. I was like, there's no way they're going to make chicken. But they did. They made mashed potatoes from scratch, gravy from a packet, which was not good.
Oh.
But then they made 3 cheese macaroni, and then they made bread. And they made asparagus in a pan. Like, it was amazing. It was so good. So, like, yeah, now they're cooking. And so, but I will say they also have a challenge every Friday night. It's called the Guacamole Challenge. And I'm tired of the Guacamole Challenge. But what they do, Emma makes wonderful guacamole. She makes it better than any restaurant you will go to. I'm not even kidding. Like, it is amazing. Her brother, on the other hand, makes guacamole with garlic salt and lemon juice. He always does, and it's like so disgusting. And we're like, nobody eats it. Stop messing it up. Just stop putting stupid stuff in there. But he's funny, and so he does that. We also have some new bags, and they're kind of funny. They're kind of smart alecky. So I thought I would show them because some of my ladies in the Kimberly Stitch Squad are funny. So I thought these kind of fit some of their, I can't read them because I can't read backwards, but they're kind of funny. And Moda put these together. I just think they're funny. And the inside, they're all different, but they have like a Moda fabric on the inside. I'll show you the insides of, I don't know, red stripe, blue stripe, red dot. But this is blue dot, ooh, I guessed. So they're cute. Very cute. And then there's some new cards. I believe these are from the Ruby Star Society, one of their designers. I could be wrong. Sarah Watts. Yes, so sorry. So these are cards that I would assume you could finish them like you would a cross stitch in a frame. You could finish them in a frame. You could put them on a wooden clipboard. You could put bows. You could do whatever. So these are 5x7 cards. I'll show you. And we have a bunch more. I just picked some. I picked this one because I have a lot of cat fans. And her company, by the way, is called Crafted Moon. And then this one is funny because sewing is therapy. So these are 8x10s, actually. I told you wrong. But I could totally see framing them or just putting them on those like new, wooden boards. You could like hot glue it down. I know, you could do so much fun stuff. Maybe I'll do it. These are 5x7s. One says Fabric Hoarder and one is a Sewing Night. And then this says done is better than perfect. So if you're a 95%er, like Mr. Domestic, this is your card. So I just thought those were kind of cute. I'm gonna put this back because it looks so cute over here. And then we have this new thread box, and it's called Tula Sunrise. I'm gonna try to open it. Oh, it says TP, Tula Pink. I need a box like this that says KJ. Hello. Okay, look, I'm gonna show you all the, I don't wanna mess it up though. So there's box 1. And box 2. And so on the front of it is her next collection monkey wrench. So I'm assuming this is gonna go with her monkey wrench, but to me it would go with any of her stuff, like her Pinkerville, any of her stuff. So
there's a quilt called Tula Sunrise, and it's supposed to go with
there you go, Lily's got it.
I went to her schoolhouse, so that's why I know that.
Yeah, so she has a quilt that this goes with. It also just goes with whatever her fabric. But oh my gosh, it's so cute. I need a Kimberly Jolly box. It's so cute. So we have a lot of these. And then I wanted to show you this group. I'm going to tear this apart. Sorry. But I was walking in the warehouse yesterday because I have another thing planned that I already started that I thought would be really cute. And so this one didn't make the cut because I couldn't find fabric that matched and it didn't work with my project, but I'm going to show you next week. But I just want to show you these prints. I'm going to pull the ones that I'm talking about out and make a mess of everything. But there's 3 of them, and when I bought this fabric, I loved it. And then when I saw it yesterday, I loved it more. So let me show you. There's, oh, and I gotta tell you the name of the collection. I don't even know what it is. Blooms and Bobbins. But it's rose gold metallic on the edge of sewing machines, and that is precious. And I just really like it, so I'm just gonna show it to you because I like it. It's so cute. So yeah, I've been trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with this because I gotta have some of it. It's just so cute. Yeah. And then we have some new chalky paint. So Lori Holt designed some chalky paint with 2 chicks and a tool belt. They are based in Salt Lake City, and they are going to be doing some videos with Lori on how to paint with chalky paint. And then Lori's painting some chalky stuff for me. So we ordered, how many colors? 10. There's more colors, but we ordered some to start, and then if it sells good, we'll add more. But this is a way you can take stuff from Home Goods or Michael's and like paint it and make it your own. And I have something in the works that we're working with on the picket fence, which is this color. And it's gonna be, we're gonna paint something with it and then show you kind of how it looks. So there's picket. I just picked the colors I like. I mean, of course, that's what I always do, right? Overalls, cherry pie. Yeah, and my grandfather wore overalls. So, oh, look, you know what? I'm gonna show you this. That way you can see it.
There you go.
And this is Sugar Bowl. So I picked the colors that I liked to sell, also based it on what sells in our store. And this is Morning Sky. Super, super, super cute. So that's what I have today, guys. I have been sewing like crazy. This weekend, I'm gonna clean everything up because I can't, I'm not OCD, I can't have this mess. This weekend, one of my goals is for my pineapple. I got ahead already and I made my pineapple blocks for next week already. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my piece backing so that that's ready to go. And I'm also going to do my piece backing for Moda Blockheads too. And then we have an upcoming, we have some new books coming out. One of them is Perfect 5. It's similar to our Perfect 10 book. And then we also have a new book using triangles on a roll. And with those books, we always do a free coordinating sampler-ish quilt. Now you have to have the book to play along, but it's just an extra bonus that you can do with the book. And so I'm about to start the Perfect 5, so I'm gonna starch all that fabric, have it ready to go. So I have a ton of plans for this weekend. I hope you guys have some plans too, and I'll answer any questions. I've been talking, I don't even know how long, but I have been talking.
You're good. We got tons of questions, so I'm going to try to get to as many as we can in the time. Also, kind of how we mentioned, Facebook comments for whatever reason are not always coming through to us, so I apologize if you're on Facebook and I did not get to your question.
And Kate is going to try to answer those from her computer. It's just we could either go live or we could not go live. So we're just going to go live and fix Facebook later.
Yes. Okay, so first comment from Mr. Domestic. When is Mr. Domestic coming back?
I don't know. He just left. Oh my God. First, we have to finish your 29 videos.
Yes.
So when we're finished with those.
Yes,
but I did mention you because I said there's a 95%er. I still don't know if he made that. I still haven't figured out if he made that 95% or up, or if that's like a real thing that he just used. So does anybody know? Do you know, Mr. Domestic, did you make that up? I don't even know. I've been trying to research that because I was too embarrassed to ask him.
I think that's like his thing, but I could be wrong. We'll let Matthew answer in the comments.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first comment is a sweet comment, and it's in Spanish, so I'm going to read it to you in Spanish, and then I will translate it.
Okay.
She said, "Usted si haces maravillas, qué lindo trabajos, hace que manos mágicas que tiene." So basically she's saying, you do fabulous work, you have magic hands, and I love you. Everything you make is very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Lori said, "Kimberly, I love you."
Oh, I love you too. I'm gonna call you when I get a car. So if y'all want to know the backstory, we have a car that doesn't work right now, so we have to buy a new car. But Kevin and I take a really long time to do things like that. So we're riding to work every day together, which is lovely. I love him, but I want to ride to work with him or ride home with him. And we also have different schedules, so it's kind of tough right now. So I haven't called Lori, and she thinks I'm mad, but I'm not mad. I just can't. Like, what am I going to do? Call and talk to Lori with Kevin in the car? That's weird. So.
That's hilarious. We have a new YouTube member, Sharon
Yay!
B. Welcome, Sharon.
Thank you.
Yay. Okay. And, okay. Janie Bell says, "What fabric did you use for the Moda Blockheads quilt?"
So they had originally come out with color cuts like 2 years ago. And they came with layer cakes you could get, and they were basically a combination of several Moda collections. I believe some of them were Nest and Pepper and Flax, and they just mixed collections. And so I had some leftover because I made the Moda kit that was out at that time. Can't think of the name of that. We still have the pattern for it. But I had leftovers, so I thought, well, I'll just use those leftovers and build this. And then I bought a couple of pre-cuts to go with it. So now I have 2 quilts with the same exact fabric, so that's why I'm giving one away. But it was just a mix of Moda stuff, and I started it, like I said, like quite a while ago. So it's not really available. That's why I was saying I had to buy, I bought some Nest yardage from an Etsy shop.
And Teresa was asking, can we see it after it's quilted?
Yeah, yeah. I'm ready for it to be done. Because let me tell you, I don't like to quit. I'm not a quitter. My kids aren't quitters. Like, if they even think of quitting, we have a thing in our house, like jollies, we don't quit. You got to power through, you got to do it. So we don't quit, and I didn't want to finish that quilt, I'm going to tell you, because I had started it so long ago, and I just didn't want to finish it. But I just said, you know what, I'm going to stay at home, and I'm not going back to work until I finish this quilt. And I finished it in a day, because I was like, I gotta go to work, because I got to get stuff done. But I had to finish it. I just had to.
Right. And then Deanna Payne talking about the pineapple quilt. She said, have Kimberly's kiddos pull the paper off.
Oh, no, I didn't have them pull the paper off because I didn't want to on this one. I was nervous, but yes.
Oh, she was telling me to, like, give my block to your kids.
Yeah, they might, I don't know, they might pull it off too much. He would do it. Yeah, he would do it. We call Peyton Sneaky Helper. Because he doesn't like to admit that he's a helper, because he wants to be a cool kid. But man, if we need something done, he will do it. Like, I don't even have to ask twice. My other kids, Emma will help sometimes. Will, he's not interested in helping, because he's usually reading a 500-page book, and Christopher's not helping, because he's not. So yeah, he's our sneaky helper. We just kind of whisper, can you do this? Because he doesn't want everybody to know he's helping.
Oh. Okay. Candy Kerr asking about the Make-A-Wish. She says, can I still make a donation? I forgot last pay.
Yes. So the link should be below. And we're going to start granting wishes. We were hoping this month, so we're just waiting on Make-A-Wish to get back to us. And right now we raised enough to do 3 wishes. So we're hoping that we'll be able to get to maybe 5. Each wish costs a different amount. So they basically take that wish. Yeah.
Okay. Linda Gillespie says, do you still have the gray wood Thankful Wreath panel?
Yes. So it is, we have like 40. It's called Cotton Blossoms by Timeless Treasures.
Jennifer Foster says, she said, what book is that? all the books are linked in the description.
So we have a couple. I'll just show them to you all again so you can see them. Winter Wonderland by Sherry Falls and It's So Emma. Cream and Sugar by It's So Emma. Hearth and Home by Joe Morton. Follow Your Heart by Terry Atkinson. And Sunday Best by Sherry McConnell and Corey Yoder. Those are the 5 books we had this week.
Rach said, happy birthday to Fat Quarter Shop.
Thank you.
It's our birthday, in case you didn't know. Confetti cannon.
Yes.
For Fat Quarter Shop birthday.
16 years. Oh my gosh, that means... So I started Fat Quarter Shop right after I got married. So I've been married 16 years. And oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. I can't believe I have kids that are like almost as tall as me. Oh. I don't want to go back to when they were babies, though. I will be honest. I like them the age they are. I don't want to go back.
Gabriel Fuentes said, Lily, have Kimberly tell you about the egg thing I told her about getting rid of bad juju later?
Oh, he was talking about Oho.
Oh,
right?
Oho.
Yeah. And I was like, I totally know what that is, but I'm not doing it. But yes.
Also, sorry, I threw shade at you, Gabriel. Love you.
Yeah, I told him you were joking.
Yes, I was joking. Cindy Griffith says, do the bags, the snarky bags, have handles or zippers?
No zippers. Okay, let's look at it closer. Oh, yeah, that would help if they have handles that match the inside. So they have either a blue handle or a red handle, and either a blue, and then if it has a red handle, it has a red inside. And if it has a blue handle, it has a blue inside. And our picture's on our website. Yeah, but there's no button, no zippers, no pockets. It's just cute. I just think they're funny. I like funny stuff.
We have a new YouTube member, Carlene Brigley. Welcome, Carlene.
And it's kind of funny. These bags match Lori's chalky paint.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny how, like, everything always comes together. Like, when I pick stuff, it always is the same. I do get comments from you guys that are like, I don't like your colors, and I'm sorry, but it's my live stream. So I pick what I like. I mean, I never am going to, like, show something I don't like. I just don't. It's not me. I can't do it.
Okay. Wendy Link says, I just want you to know FQS patterns are my absolute favorite. Directions are superior.
Thank you. We really try. We have a lot of people that work in that process. We have Sarah Price, who does the books. We have Nova and Crystal, who do the patterns. We have a new member, Angel, who used to work in customer service and used to work in the warehouse. So she's worked for us a long time, and she's an editor. She has a degree in something like that. So she's an editor. And then we have Cheryl, who has worked for us forever, and she does all the proofing.
Real quick, I'm going to switch out the battery on the camera.
Okay.
Just because it's making me nervous.
Okay.
So we're going to cut away real quick, guys, and then we'll be right back. Okay, moral of the story, don't buy cheap batteries for an expensive camera. Okay. Gabriel Fuentes says, Kimberly, when do you replace your rulers?
I never have replaced my rulers, actually. I've probably had rulers for 20 years. Yeah, I don't replace them. I replace my rotary blade a lot. I haven't even replaced rotary cutters. Like, I probably have the rotary cutter that's 20 years old, like from when I started. I am looking forward to those new blue rotary cutters that Olfa has coming out that are ergonomic, and I'm super jealous because all the bloggers have them, and I'm like, hey, I own Fat Quarter Shop, can I have a blue rotary cutter? But I don't have one. Olfa, if you're watching, can I have one? I just want one. I just want it. But yeah, no, I don't replace them. I don't think you need to. Maybe somebody can comment if you should. I don't know.
Alright, give me one sec here. We just got a little bit of spam. There we go. Okay. Julie Taylor says, when will Vintage Farm Girl 2 fabric be available? It's Farm Girl Vintage 2, right?
Okay, so Farm Girl Vintage is the name of the collection that she used in her book. She also used Farm Girl companion prints in the book. All of that fabric is available now. We have every SKU online at Back Quarter Shop if you just search Farm Girl Vintage. The book, Farm Girl Vintage, was her original book. Farm Girl Vintage 2 is her second book. But Farm Girl Vintage 2 is just called 2, not because of the fabric, but because of the first book. All the fabric's available now. And she also used some of her bee basics and bee backgrounds in that book also, which we have all of that also.
And we have a new YouTube member, Barbara Chikaj. I hope I said that right.
Thank you.
Welcome, Barbara.
I will say last night I watched my first live stream, and it made me totally appreciate y'all so much because I don't really know that much about live streams. So I was watching one, and he had 20. He's a very popular person in true crime. Everybody knows who this guy is. He had 25 people on his live stream. I'm like, what? How do you only have 25? And he didn't really have anything to talk about because there was nobody asking questions. So then I started asking questions because I was like, oh my gosh, he needs some content. I felt bad for him. I was like, so what do you think about the Rebecca Zahara case? What do you think about John Bonet? I was asking all these questions. I didn't even want to know the answers. I just felt bad for him. But I did. I watched him, and I felt so honored because I was like, oh, he's so popular. He doesn't have any followers. And I was like, oh, it's so nice everybody watches me.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't watch me, what would I do on Friday morning? I mean, I might sleep. I'd probably sleep in. It's really good. It makes me come to work on time. Yeah. But I do come to work on time on every day. I mean, I'm being ridiculous. I'm not lazy. That's not really an issue. It would just be in my mind. I would sleep in, not in real life.
Or nap on the couch. I don't know. It's a comfy couch.
Oh. Yeah. And then I could put we have a light outside the door that says we're filming, so that nobody can come in, so I could come take a nap and then turn that light on. That was a good idea. Yeah. Except it's hot in here. We don't keep the air on.
I like it warm in here. I'm sorry.
No, I just mean if the air's not on, because we save money when we don't film. We don't turn the air on.
Denise Marie wants to know, what are you doing for Father's Day?
Oh, I am. Okay, so today the kids are picking up his cookie cake.
Ooh.
And they are going to Dillard's. They like to buy him clothes, so they're going to Dillard's, and then they're going to wrap his gifts. And we are going to Capitol Grill because that's Kevin's favorite restaurant. And we went there last year, and we had amazing service and amazing food. And we don't go there very often because it's really expensive. So that's not so we go there on Father's Day. So that's kind of our thing every year. And I need to probably get him a gift too, but I haven't. But yeah, they have fun with Father's Day and Mother's Day. They pick out either something that we will really like or something we really don't like, but it's okay. But they have to pick it out. They'll probably use their chore money. But they have to pick out and each of them are very specific. They do not like him to think that one gift is not, they have to have their own gift, if that makes sense. So there has to be 4 gifts. There can't be one joint gift because Lord forbid that they could all agree on something. So it will be very interesting to see what they get because it's going to be something he likes or something that we're like, what? We'll just take it back. One time they bought me a cookie jar that was not the right dog. And I was like, this is not a pug. But the nanny bought it and I had to tell her this is not a pug. Can you take this back to Target, please? This is not my dog. It's not She's like, well, it looks like him. I'm like, you take care of Piggy every day. It's not him. How do you think? Oh my gosh.
Sorry, that's funny.
Yeah, no, I love my Piggy, but it's gotta match. It can't be some other dog.
We have another new YouTube member, Amanda Smith. Welcome, Amanda.
Thank you.
Yay. Okay. I'm just going to take a couple more questions and comments here. Okay. Denise Marie was asking, just curious, with Toy Story 4 coming out, will you be carrying any fabric for that movie?
I have no idea. We buy that fabric. I don't think we bought it. It was Camelot has some coming out, and I don't think we bought it. But there is Toy Story fabric out there now. We might have some of it, but not much. But yes, maybe. I don't know. Google it. Look on Back Quarter Shop first, and then Google it.
And then I think I've kind of started doing this thing where I kind of pick my favorite comment every week. So this week is going to be from Judy Rattering, she said, hamburgers and flags truly represent America. Love the free flag pattern. And I just thought it was funny because you talked about my hamburgers and you were showing flags.
And then also I wanted to say we're doing some giveaways for things that we really like that we see on our social media. So we have Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all the things. And the people, do you have them plugged in, Lily?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. So we've got Hill House Stitches on Instagram made a whip bag from my video, and I love it, and it's Lori's fabric, so I wanted to give her a shout out. So she's going to get a $25 gift certificate. And so you can see her bag on the screen. And then Donna Sturm made a really cool Lori Holt pattern. It's a sweetie pie quilt. And I love, so that sweetie pie quilt actually made it, and it got damaged because we had a rain flood at Backwater Shop one day. So my blocks all got damaged, so I really liked it because it reminded me of my blocks that got damaged. But it's basically, she used some templates to make it, and it was a free pattern, but she did a really cool thing on the back of her quilt, which is, you can see on there, she did some little strawberry blocks. So I love that she had fun with the back because I love to always do a fun back. And then also, we are going to do a special giveaway for YouTube and Facebook viewers. Come back to this video after it ends. Come back in like 10 minutes. Don't do it right now. After, and leave a comment, like the video, subscribe to our channel, and tell us what quilty or stitchy projects you're working on. And we're going to give 2 of these books away, the Follow Your Heart. And we're going to close the contest Monday, June 17th. The winner will be used. We're going to pick from random number generator, and comments that you make in the live stream won't count. So you got to wait till Lily closes it, or you want to explain it over there?
So the live stream, when we end the live stream, it takes it roughly 10 minutes for it to like process through YouTube and Facebook. So once you start commenting after that, you'll be commenting like in the comments below the video, not in the comments in the live stream, because when we do our random pick generator, it doesn't look at the live stream comments, it only looks at the ones after the live stream. So that's why we want to make sure everyone gets a fair shot at having their entry made. Yes.
Yay. So guys, have a great weekend, have a great Father's Day, have some fun in your sewing room, and I'll see you guys next week.